This is Casey Doty with the Tech Matters YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to hold a virtual open house through Zoom and also schedule that open house on MLS. Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to hold a virtual open house through Zoom as well as how to schedule that open house on MLS. Let's go. First, you're going to go to zoom.us. You're going to go to My Account, and then we're going to be scheduling a meeting. So this is different than what I showed you before about just doing a personal meeting. So we're going to click Meetings, and we're going to do Schedule a New Meeting. So we're going to call the meeting Open House at and then the address, we're just going to say 1234 East Main Street. And then for your description, you can say open house hosted by Casey Doty of Keller Williams, Arizona Realty. Set the date and the time of the open house. So for instance, if we were doing this one on Saturday, we would say Saturday at 4 and then let's say noon. And we're going to do a 3-hour open house. Now make sure your time zone says Arizona. Sometimes it defaults to Pacific time, so just make sure it says Arizona. Now one of the things that I'm going to do here that I don't do on normal meetings is I'm going to click registration required. Now what this does is, before they can get into the meeting, they have to put in their name and email address, which of course is the whole point of having them come to the open houses, is getting that info. So go ahead and make sure you do registration required. And we're also going to do generate meeting ID automatically, because we're going to want a different meeting ID for each time we schedule one of these open houses. You do not want to have to require a password, because that's just an extra frustration when somebody's trying to get into your Zoom meeting. Host video on. Now it's your choice if you want the participant video to be on or off. This basically defaults it to having it off once you start the meeting. You can still, once you're in the meeting, allow them to turn on their video by just clicking the video icon next to their name in there. It's up to you if you want to see them or not. It would be kind of distracting, I think, if you have multiple people in there taking the tour at once. Now again, I do like that you can see their faces, so that's kind of up to you how you want to do that. Leave this on both, and I would just leave all these unchecked. What Enable the Waiting Room does is that sets up a waiting room where when somebody tries to get in, you actually have to click a button to let them in. And if you're going through a tour, you don't want to have to stop and move your hand up to your phone and stuff to let someone in. I would just let people come in as they will. They can come in the middle of when you're doing a tour, and then you can start the tour over as soon as you're done with that one, because you'll be doing it multiple times while you're holding the open house. Okay, the last thing we're going to do here is click Save to save that meeting, and now you're going to have that meeting scheduled. So now this is very important. When you go to copy the invitation, we're going to copy this link so we can paste that link into MLS when we go to schedule this into MLS. So now don't do it this way by clicking copy the invitation and copying it right here. For some reason, for this specific purpose, that doesn't work. So we're just going to go right here and we're going to copy this link. So we're going to copy the link address. The next step is going to be scheduling this open house in MLS. So it's a really cool feature they just added because of the craziness going on. And the cool thing is this will stay after all the craziness is over. But what you're able to do is you're actually able to schedule the virtual open house through ARMLS in the same place you'd schedule a normal open house. Let me take you through that. Log into your ARMLS and then go to the listing you want to be working with. You're going to click on that listing, and then you're going to click right here next to the MLS number. Go to Edit Listing. Scroll down and click on Open House. Now Lori already has one scheduled because I showed her how to do this earlier, but you're going to click Add. And then it's going to bring this up, and this is the important part where this is different than a normal open house. You select virtual. So now you're going to look at this, and this is where you're going to paste that link that we copied from Zoom. So paste that in here. Choose the open house date. Again, we said Saturday from noon to 3. And in the comments section, you can put what you would normally put in the comments section. Like maybe open house, hosted by Casey Doty of Realty. Or whatever other comments you would normally put in that open house. If you want to put a little info about the house or just whatever you would normally put in there. And then just hit next. So now that open house is scheduled, and you can see right here, it is listed in the, this is the one she did earlier, so I didn't want to actually schedule to change anything, so that's the one she scheduled earlier, and it's that easy. So now, another important thing when you go to host the open house. So what you're going to do is, you're going to log into Zoom on your phone. Now make sure you have the Zoom app on your phone. You're going to log into the app on your phone, and then there's going to be a button that says Start Meeting. It's going to have all your scheduled meetings listed, but when it gets closer to the time, it'll actually pop up with a button that says Start Meeting. You hit Start Meeting and just make sure that your video's on and your sound's on. It should happen automatically. And then you can just, there's also a button on your phone that allows you to turn the camera around, just like when you're switching between taking a selfie or taking a picture of something that's in front of you. Flip that around so you can still be looking at your screen while you're taking video of the property. You can just walk around showing them. Now you can turn your phone sideways. That gives them a little wider view of the house you're showing them. So it's really that easy to create an open house, host a virtual open house using Zoom, and then scheduling on ARMLS. Please contact me if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.